Greetings. Today I will tell you about Yellowwood State Forest in Brown County, a park where my wife and I have hiked many times in the past. The next 2 or 3 episodes will occur in Brown County, Indiana. The Indiana legislature passed a bill on February the 4th, 1836 that created Brown County, naming Jacksonburg as the county seat. Jacksonburg later renamed itself Nashville. The county said derives its name from Jacob Brown. Jacob Jennings Brown was born on May the 9th, 1775, and died on February the 24th, 1828. The son of Quaker parents Samuel and Abby White Brown of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, Brown graduated from the University of Pennsylvania in 1790. He moved to upstate New York, where he opened a settlement in the Black River area. He married Pamela Williams in 1802, with whom he would have 9 children. Brown founded the town of Brownville on the shores of Lake Erie and then served in the New York legislature and later as a judge. In 1807, he received commission as captain of the New York militia. By the time the War of 1812 broke out, he was a brigadier general in the militia. He organized the defenses of the Great Lakes region and helped engineer a British defeat at the Battle of Sackett's Harbor. The Army then commissioned him as a brigadier general, and he saw extensive further action. His successes included capturing Fort Erie and victories at the Battle of Chippewa, the Battle of Lundy's Lane, and the Siege of Fort Erie. He received 2 wounds at the Battle of Lundy's Lane. Congress awarded him as the 24th recipient of the Congressional Gold Medal on November the 3rd, 1814. The Society of Cincinnati admitted him as an honorary member in 1818. President James Monroe appointed him a commanding general of the Army during his administration in 1821. He suffered a stroke that year but recovered sufficiently to continue performing his duties. During his tenure, he oversaw general reorganization of the United States Army. His reforms shaped the Army until the beginning of the 20th century. The reforms included pay incentive to encourage soldiers to re-enlist, centralized unit training, and the establishment of the General Recruiting Service. After his death, he was interred in Congressional Cemetery in Washington, D.C. Yellowwood State Forest was established in 1939 when the federal government leased land to the state of Indiana. In the 1930s, the Civilian Conservation Corps built 3 lakes, a shelter house, and a residence. These structures are all still in existence. The men planted over 2,000 acres in pine, which it consisted of red, jack, shortleaf, white, and Scotch pine, black locust, black walnut, white, and red oak. The land was deeded to the state in 1956. Over the years, Yellowwood has grown to over 25,000 acres. The Yellowwood tree, the park derives its name from the Yellowwood tree, which exists in Yellowwood as well as nearby Brown County State Park. The tree gets its name from the heartwood, which is yellow. In the spring, the tree developed clusters of white flowers that resemble pea blossoms. Its range includes North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Indiana is the northernmost state in which it occurs, and it's only found in 2 places, Brown County State Park and Yellowwood State Forest. The tree appears at about 591 acres in the 2 facilities. Civilian conservation workers discovered the first trees in Brown County State Park in 1933. Yellowwood State Forest has a lot to offer the outdoor enthusiast. A visit to Yellowwood will reveal trails to hike for the hiker, lakes to fish for the angler, and forests to hunt for the hunter. Indiana state forests are known as multi-use facilities. A number of activities take place there, and they are a great place to visit during your vacation or weekend visit. You can even pan for gold with a gold panning permit available at the forest office. The picnic area is a shelter at Yellowwood State Forest, and it overlooks Yellowwood Lake. The pavilion is available to rent for family reunions, weddings, or other events. Call the park office for rental information. There is a shelter with 2 fireplaces for cooking. Visitors will also find numerous picnic tables and fire rings for charcoal grilling scattered around the park. The grounds are well mowed and maintained. The surrounding Indiana forest land is a wonderful backdrop. The hiking includes Yellowwood Lake Trail. It surrounds Yellowwood Lake. It's about 5 miles long and goes through various habitats. 2 sections pass through a fragrant pine forest. Yellowwood Lake Trail also passes through some magnificent forest land. It is about a 2 to 3 hour hike. Other trails include the 4-mile Scarso Fat Trail and the 1.5 mile Jackson Creek Trail. The Resource Management Trail is a 1.5 mile self-guiding educational trail. Pick up a brochure at the park office just across the road. The 42-mile Tecumseh Trail also passes through Yellowwood. This trail begins in Morgan Monroe State Forest and traverses the Indiana countryside on its way to its trailhead in the Indiana State Forest. You can find out more about this trail at the link www.hoosierhikerscouncil.org/Tecumseh-trail. 133-acre Yellowwood Lake is open for fishing and boating. The DNR limits boat motors to electric trolling motors, and anglers will need an Indiana state fishing license. Yellowwood Lake was built by the CCC in 1939. Since this is a mixed-use facility, hunters are allowed to hunt for deer, turkey, rabbits, and squirrels. Hikers should wear hunter orange during the hunting season. Hunters will need a current Indiana hunting license. Equestrians will find a 10-site primitive horseman's campground at Yellowwood. They will find about 20 miles of horse trails. The horse trail W connects with Brown County State Park Trail System, the horse trail system over there. The primitive Class C campground has about 80 sites. There are no shower facilities, but there are vault toilets and running water nearby. There is also a carry-in tent campground north of the park office. The campground has a playground nearby. Building prospectors can contain a free gold panning permit to use at Yellowwood or at Morgan State Forests. The use of a pick, shovel, or any other tool to displace soil is forbidden, but panning for gold is permissible with the permit. Any archaeological find like arrowheads, bones, and pottery should be turned in to the office. For a permit, call if you cannot visit during open hours. The number is 812-988-7945. Totally renovated in 2022, the lodge at Yellowwood has 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 2 queen-size beds, 1 full-size bed, a pull-out sleeper sofa. It will sleep 8 people. The lodge has a front porch and back patio. A wood stove with glass door provides heat. To rent or to contact, you can get on www.camp.in.gov or call 866-622-6746. Yellowwood State Forest is about 2 miles off Indiana State Road 46 between Bloomington, Indiana and Brown County State Park. It is accessible from State Road 46 by turning right on Yellowwood Road about 4 miles west out of the west entrance to Brown County State Park. You can contact Yellowwood State Forest at 772 South Yellowwood Road, Nashville, Indiana 47488. The phone is 812-988-7945. The next episode, we will visit Brown County Historic Pioneer Village in Nashville. Find out more information about Yellowwood State Forest, as well as many other destinations in South Central Indiana in my book, South Central Indiana Day Trips. The book includes many road trips in the region, including state and local parks, wineries and breweries, museums, and other historic sites. I have also included a complete listing of historical markers installed by the Indiana History Bureau. I like historical markers because they note local events and people that may be unknown but have contributed to the state's or the nation's history. I include a full text of the marker and provide additional background information about it. You can find my books on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple, and other online book retailers in either ebook or softbound version. I have audiobook versions available on Google Play. You may also purchase direct from me on my website, www.mossyfeetbooks.com. My books are on sale at the Walnut Street Variety Shop in George Street in downtown Batesville, Indiana. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and thank you for listening.